Hello guys, welcome to Roanex. In this video, I'll show you guys some important settings once you sign up for Roanex. First thing we're already in the dashboard, but you can see this from anywhere. You click on your name, you go to settings. Here is just the dashboard. Here's just the basic company settings. We're gonna go to branding here. This is for your logo. This is what's gonna show on settlements and some important documents. You could always choose a new one here. Here you can see my current one. If you go down a little bit here, these are like color settings. You could adjust this depending on how you feel comfortable for your eyes, depending on your eyes. I like it dark, a little dark like this. You can adjust the text color too and hit update. This is for invoice prefixes. For example, for Roanex, I can add RXL, for example. That's going to show on invoices when I generate them. Next, then we're going to go to contacts and links. These contacts and links are going to show on the mobile app for the driver. This is to make it easy for the driver to find important contacts. If your company has different departments for different things like road service, HR, and it's not just you, the only person taking care of everything, you could divide this into different departments. You can add these links here, the name, phone number, email, and the website. And these are optional. So website is optional and email is optional. Here you can edit these however you want. You can delete them if you want. We're not deleting anything. Also forgot to mention your time zone. I'm on Eastern time, so mine is set to Eastern. So mine is set to Eastern. Yeah. Next thing we're gonna go is go to documents. Here you can add different documents. You can add an expiration date if it has an expiration date. If it doesn't, you can leave it blank, and the document would be set to not expire. You can add different types of documents here. We have some already, so we're not gonna do anything. So these are the documents we have. We have the audit, evaluation, Connecticut highway use. These documents on the right side, this box shows documents that are required. For example, if that letters, if you want driver's license to be required, you drag it and drop it. On the left column, you see all documents available. On the right side are the documents that are set to require. You could always drag them back, or you could just let's say if you have it here, you can click on the X to delete them. Oops, click on the X to delete them. Anything you want to be important, required, you can drag and drop here. What this is going to do is Roanex is going to check before adding a load if your company is missing any of these documents, or if the driver is missing like the driver's license, for example. You cannot dispatch the driver or assign any loads to the driver without these documents because they are required. And I'll show you later on the dashboard the documents that I dragged here, since I only have two, and I dragged more than two. Then these documents are not going to be, these documents are going to show as missing on the dashboard. Next tab, we're going to click on load settings. What this is going to do is, for example, when the driver departs from a stop, if you click this, what that's going to do is require the weight, pieces, seal, trailer, etc. This is important if you want to be able to generate bill ladings, because you do have the option to generate dummy bill ladings. So if this is set, then you already have those pieces of information, which is important. Auto invoice customer. So when the load has been completed, Roanex automatically invoices the load. Auto dispatch. We have an option to queue loads for specific drivers. If the driver is done with a load and there is any load in the queue, then Roanex is automatically going to dispatch that driver. Next, payroll. We use Stripe to pay drivers. So you, as a customer, will have a Stripe account which you can manage through Roanex. You can create it through Roanex. We are integrated. We make the process simple. You can add payment methods. You can see payment methods here. To manage payment methods, you click here on Manage Account. Since we are already set up with Stripe, we're not going to see a form, but if you are not set up, you will have a form here to fill out your personal information like bank accounts and all that. So save payment methods. These are my payment methods. Time card settings. That's for, let's say you want to force your drivers. This is all employees to start and end the shift when they are in the mobile app. So what that's going to do when the driver logs in or opens the app, they're going to have an option there. Not only for all, but I mean, if you want to for only hourly employees, then you can uncheck this. Just click it for hourly employees. And the driver would need to log out of the app and log back in to reflect this change. For now, we have it set to all employees because I want to know when the drivers signing into the app. Detention settings. This is the rate. Let's say we have it set to 15 per hour. And this is after how long do you start paying detention? So we set it to 1.5. You can set it to whatever your company is set to. You could make the changes here once you're done. Automation detention settings. Yeah, auto calculate detention on departure. That's important because you could set it here, but if you don't have this on, it's not gonna do it. Do you have like per stop payments? So for example, if you pay drivers, let's say if we're going, let's say besides the miles, let's say you pay them, I don't know, $25 per stop. That's going to calculate, if you pay like per stop, like on the pickup and on the delivery, then if you pay 25, I will set it to 50 because it's going to do it per run. Like it's going to do the pickup and delivery and it's going to pay only once. But let's say if you pay 25 for each, then I would set it to 50. Let's say $50 because I pay 25 per stop. Additionally, you could change that setting here. Payroll, metrics and targets. That's your rate per mile preference. That's your goal. You want to be at $3 per mile. And that's going to show on the dashboard if you're meeting that goal. Dispatch fee for owner operators. If you are an owner operator, only one truck, this can apply to you. You can also you can override this on your profile. You can there's an option to update your pay, and that's going to override this. But if you don't do that, if you are a fleet manager, this is going to apply. We go to security. We have a PIN here. This PIN, if you have not set up a PIN yet, it's gonna give you an option to create a new PIN. But since we already have one, I have the option to update the PIN. This PIN is important for important or sensitive transactions like paying drivers. When you paying drivers, since we involve in money here, if you don't have your PIN, you won't be able to pay the drivers. In case somebody unauthorized gained access to your account, let's say they guessed your password, but they don't know your PIN, they won't be able to do any transactions that involves money without that PIN. And anytime you try to do any of those transactions, it's going to prompt for the PIN. If you don't know your PIN, you could have it sent to your email. Just by entering the wrong PIN here once, it's going to give you a link to click on, and you can request a new one on your email. Alright, so we're not going to go over subscriptions in this video. Alright, so that's it for settings. Let me show you before we end the video. Let me show you here in the dashboard. Oops. These are the expiring documents that expire, and these are the documents that are missing. I set these documents in settings. See, John Kino, Mendoza, Brian Mercedes. It's missing driver's license. Company is missing that letter. Company is missing MC letter. So because I set those in settings, I made them required, then they're going to be required. And when adding a load, they are going to be required too. Alright, so that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great day.